Jeppe is a CEO of the International Massage Association. I meet him during the World Massage Championship. I speak a little bit in Italian for the participants. Ragazzi, per chi non parla inglese, lo speech sarà tutto in inglese, però potete andare al desk dove potete prendere gli auricolari in modo che ci sarà una traduzione simultanea sulla base di quello che vedete e sentite.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's okay.
Ok.
Vai.
Yeah, so just that the people
Good
are
idea.
ready.
Very good idea.
We leave you the stage.
Yeah. And thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Jeppe.
Okay. We begin. Yes, thank you, Ivan and Cosmoproof, for inviting me. My name is Jeppe Tengbjerg, and I am the founder and CEO of the International Massage Association. The International Massage Association is from 2015, and I tell you the background. I had a school, I still have a school in Denmark, but at one point, after many, many years of teaching, I needed inspiration as a teacher, as a therapist, and how do you raise the level? I already taught on the highest level in Denmark. How could I improve myself? How could I improve my students? And then I came up with the idea of the World Championship in Massage, because the best way to gather the best people in the world was actually creating a championship. So this way, people from all over the world came to Denmark in 2017 for the first World Championship in Massage from 30 different countries, and I mean not only Italy and European countries. We had people from Mongolia, from Peru, from USA. It was amazing. And the topic here is also about energy. And I was thinking, energy, what do they mean with energy? But what we created in Denmark, we made the platform for a community. And the community created the energy, really. But before I go further, I will tell you a little bit about the purposes of the International Massage Association. The purpose is to share skills from therapist to therapist, from teacher to teacher, from school owner to school owner, etc., etc., etc. So it is a place where we share. It's a place where you guys can find inspiration. And I mean, we have seen, maybe not all, but like an example, all right? I talked about Mongolia. We had a Mongolian therapist coming to Denmark, showing traditional Mongolian goat milk massage. I repeat, goat milk massage. Have you seen that? I did, but hey, it was just as amazing than the rest, you know? It was amazing, and we just found out that we had the opportunity to see different things, see different approaches, and we were very, very surprised about the cultural differences. So we had success from the moment we started, actually. However, we also found out that we have, especially in Europe, a problem because the quality of the teachers were not very high. Very often it was only a therapist teaching another therapist. It can be good, but a teacher should learn skills in how to teach others, because we learn in different ways. Therefore, in 2019, the International Massage Association created teacher courses. We did this with some colleagues from Russia and from America, And then we came up with these courses, and we have basic teacher courses, and we have advanced teacher courses, in order to raise the level of the teachers so they can raise the level of the students and the therapists. But my topic is also who is the massage therapist of tomorrow? What skills do they have? And you will later see a guy called Slav Marinov living in England, but I think he's originally from Bulgaria. He's one of the champions, and he is actually more or less the future. So please stay and watch his skills. You will see. You will see what I mean. I come back to that, okay? These guys I use this picture because it's a nice picture. It's Kyung-baek from South Korea, the world champion, overall world champion in 2022. He's introvert. He's a little shy, yeah? But the other guy is Alan. He's also a great therapist. He's from Romania, and he's extrovert. And it reminds me, we have to also to be taught how to approach, as an introvert, how do we approach another introvert or an extrovert? I hope you understand the meaning of it, because we are different. Hold on. Sorry, I have to. I will tell a little more later. I will choose this because when you are a therapist, you have to choose your approach, and now you have to choose which method you are using. Maybe you have only learned one method. Maybe you learn Swedish massage. Maybe you learn Thai massage. But can we choose different kind of approaches and methods? And I use this picture very often because it says, before you massage the body of a client, be patient to learn their story. For once you learn their story, you will also come to know their body. So we need a conversation. We need to know them a little better. This means we need to develop speaking skills, the way we talk to each other, in order to find out who is this person, where are they coming from, what kind of problems do they have when they work with this craft or this game or sport or whatever it is. So we need to know the person, to learn the person in order to choose the right method. And the right method can be different. Maybe you talk about energy. You do Ayurveda, or you do Tuina, or Shiatsu, or Thai massage, and it is much about energy. Or maybe you think, as a Western therapist, you think about blood circulation, nervous system, and whatever it is, lymph, and so on. So I'm just saying that energy work versus Western anatomy and physiology, you have to find a balance, and you have to choose right for what the person needs. Because if I give you a massage today, your body is not the same tomorrow, and if I give you another massage, I have to adapt. Yeah? Maybe you do some hard work today, maybe you are a little sore tomorrow. So the body of a client will always change from day to day, and we have to adapt. And that is the most difficult skill we have to learn. You have been taught in school, if you are a massage therapist, we have been taught you have to give massage towards the heart because of all the waste in the body has to come to the heart and to kidneys and liver and so on. But is that the only truth? No, it's not the only truth. It is one of the truths, which reminds me there are many truths. Yeah? This is another truth. And this maybe I will show a little bit later, actually. This is the nervous system. You see, you know this is the nervous system. And if you see the lower back, the same color goes to tibialis anterior and also quadriceps. So the way maybe you should think is, should I give, if there is a lower back problem, should I give massage to lower back plus quadriceps and tibialis anterior? So you have to choose. Maybe you are in limited of time. You cannot give a holistic therapy for 1 hour. You only have 30 minutes. Maybe you should choose this way to give massage. Yeah? So maybe instead of going towards the heart, maybe we should begin in the center and work our way out. Could be. Could be. Before we go further, I will need the first 2 minutes video, 3 minutes video. Can we see that, please? Okay. Welcome. Okay, thank you. Can I have my PowerPoint? Thank you, well done. Anyway, when I watched this video from 2019, I think it just reminds me, we work so much alone. I mean, maybe you also work alone in your minor clinics, maybe you maybe 2 in a clinic, but very often we are very much alone. And the reason why the World Championship and the European Massage Championship became so huge and so big is because we need to be together. We need colleagues. Yeah? We need someone to discuss things with. You burn in with some issues, some problems in your daily life, and where to go? Where to go? And before the World Championship in Massage, there were not really many events, really. And now there are many events, and you can travel around the world. You don't have to go to a World Championship. You can go to a massage festival or anything, many things. It's growing. So I just encourage you guys to really to look for great events. There are several of them. But you saw a lot of therapists, and you saw also people from all over the world. It is true that the Thai massage therapists are winning a lot, and there is a reason for that. They have long traditions for massages. It's the only massage therapy that is on UNESCO's heritage list. But listen, I actually like the Italian way. The Italians, they have this they call emotional massage, you know? Many of your very well-known therapists, they do this amazing emotional massages. And you should be proud of that. And you should bring it out to the world, because it's just, it's another approach, and people will love it. Be careful when you go to the conservative countries, by the way, okay? Okay, but listen, who is the therapist of the future? Who is that? What kind of personality do they have? Because I spoke about introvert and extrovert, and we are one or the other, or maybe in between, but we are one or the other. But we talk about this a lot. And in my opinion, the great therapist is also welcoming you with a smile. Yeah, they are well prepared, and they love their job. So it's also our duty to find a way to love our job. Can I say that? You understand? So find the passion within you and receive your client very well. Pre-frame them so there is no misunderstandings and all these things. I think it's very important, and maybe you have other words you can add to what a good massage therapist is. What we also look at is, how do we finish the treatment? Do we offer some kind of service, helping them up, bathrobe, slippers, something to drink? Oh, do we do this? Because we are in a business where it's not only the treatment, it's also about service. I come back to that. However, in a moment, when in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I will show you some techniques, the massage techniques that is part of the future. It will contain classical massage, and it will contain stretching and joint mobilization, because this is the future. It is not only massage, as we did it 200 years ago, when Per Henrik Ling from Sweden, he created it. Of course, it has developed, and we know now that it is a combination between many things. Yeah? So I will show you a few ideas how to combine these things. However, massage is not only the touch. It is not only massage, stretching, mobilization. In the future, you will also have to bring in an experience of wellness, or also a new experience once in a while. And I tell you why. Because statistically, 1/3 of your clients you will lose statistically if you do not offer them a new experience. Yeah? So maybe at Christmas time, you give them a new experience. You give them hot stone massage, or warm bamboo, or whatever. But you need to give them a new experience, otherwise you will lose them. And this is the truth. So we need to develop ourselves. This is, by the way, Konstantina Makri from Greece. She won the World Championship in 2018 when I met Ivan Comasano from the European Massage Association. And together they created the European Massage Association here in Bologna, nearby. But when I see this picture, I mean, okay, she's outside. Okay, it's Greece, it's hot, it's no problem. And she's wearing a goddess. Can you see? It's a Greek goddess. And she's giving the massage. I don't know what it is, but it's a new experience, right? She's a world-class therapist. and she's bringing in wellness and a very nice experience. If you can bring these things together, you will do a very nice job, and you will keep your clients, you will get new ones, you will get busy. Yeah. Anyway, what should we consider when we give our massages? This is about adapting to the client, and this is difficult. This is the most difficult things. I told you, it is the most difficult things. It's about, of course, using techniques. It's not about the number of techniques, but it's about whether the techniques are relevant. We look at the International Massage Association. We look at the ergonomics. The ergonomics is important. The work ergonomics, you know this, because if you do not work accordingly to your own body, you will get injured. Of course you will. So when we have championships, we look at ergonomics very much, whether the therapists have a good ergonomic. Also the client, by the way. The client should lay very nice and suitable for the treatment. And we look whether you guys innovate yourself, not only combining massage methods, but also that if you are a little woman and you have to give a treatment to a big guy, you have to be innovating yourself in order to give the right pressure using techniques that you do not get injured by. Otherwise, you will not have many clients. We look at client contact, the interaction between client and yourself. Yeah, can be difficult also, right? Because personalities are different. It's difficult, and I'm not saying that it's 100% sure we can adapt to each client, but if we think about it, we can do better. I'm sure we can do better, all of us. Yeah. This is perhaps examples of right methods. I'm not saying this is the only truth, but it makes sense that Thai massage are for those who lack flexibility in their body. The older we get, the more stiff we become, at least some of us. I'm a former professional footballer. Since I was 20 years old, Thai massage has been very good to me because it makes my body as flexible as it can be. And then maybe shiatsu and tuina for those who need energy. Many people burn out because of task and responsibility and many hours of work. Maybe we should give them shiatsu and tuina because it's energy work. Sports massage for athletes, or for everybody. Chair massage, maybe chair massage is not a big deal in Italy. I don't know, but you should think about it. A place like this, an event hall, or at big offices, it is very suitable bringing in chair massage. And you can do everything on a chair. It's a matter of reflecting about it, really. Yeah. Wellness massage, sure, for stressed people or just for having a nice time. Swedish massage for everybody, sure. Facial massage is, of course, also relaxation, but it is also renewing or well-aging massage. You understand the words? Maybe I need it, I don't know. But it's a woman thing, I think. Huh? Or what? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Think about your working environment, the techniques and ergonomics. Don't do this. And also, by the way, we need hygiene in the future. You know this. We have just had a kind of pandemic, maybe you were aware of it. If we were closed down for months and months and months. So we have to consider our hygiene in the future. This guy is actually wearing a mask before COVID, so this is why I used the picture. So he was ahead of his time. So, the massage in the future. we should always remember that the touch, the massage itself. But it is many things. It is also the sound and the smell and something to look at. You know, your massage room matters. How you, all your settings, your environment, the massage oil or decorations, the plants, and all these things matters if you want to make an environment that suits your clients. And maybe with a small adjustment, you can adjust for another guest. Maybe it's a young guy coming at first, and maybe an elderly lady is coming at the end. Maybe you swap music or smell. It's easy. Maybe you light a candle for the old lady, maybe not for the young guy. So you can make an environment that is suitable for everybody. It's not so difficult. But in order to be a world-class therapist, you need to remember this. Okay. Before I will show a little bit of massage, please remember this. Because Esther, who was here before, she actually asked you a few questions, which was very nice. It was about what do we would like to do, what would we like to learn, and so on. And if you want to learn it, I mean, we teachers can only open the doors. You have to step in, and then from there learn. Yeah. So don't wait for it. Seek it. I actually wrote the last question she had. What would you give in exchange for reaching your goal? You said something about love. Remember? You said something about love. And I was thinking, I will give my time. We need to give it the time. And I actually wrote, I will give more than 1/3 of my time, because I also have to sleep. And I also have to be with my family, but even my family, they will have to wait a little bit, because I will give more time to my goals. That's mine. Okay, cool. Can I have my video, for my 5 minutes video? Cool, we only watch 5 minutes, and in the meantime, I will need my massage table and my client actually. Can you bring up the table? Oh no. We So I speak at the same time, okay? Okay? All right, while we are preparing here for some massages, please look at the concentration, yeah? The passion for this. It's, I love this video. You see many different kind of methods. And there are, as I told you, there are many truths. What I'm about to show you is not the only truth. It's very close to the truth, but there are other truths. Huh? And when we look at their ergonomics, it's not everybody have a good ergonomics. And I want you to consider something about the pace of the massage. I'll ask you a question. Let's take sports massage. All right, sports massage. Sports massage, should it always be done the same way? You will say no. Maybe you will reflect now. Why no? I'll tell you why. Because there is reason, let's just say, before the football game, there should be one kind of massage, you agree? Yeah? And that one is preparing for the game. It's about waking up the nervous system. Also make people be flexible, but it's about waking up the nervous system. So they will do a lot of tapotement, shaking the muscles and so on. What about in the break between the first half and the second half? Think about it. Is it the same? It is not the same. It is maybe more loosening up, maybe more little relaxation. And then after the game, is it the same? No, it is not. It is different. And then imagine 1 month before, in the pre-season, is it the same massage? Of course not. So it is about adapting all the time. And as I mentioned, I gave you an example here. Your body is not the same today than it was yesterday. Yeah? And tomorrow you will have another body, so we have to adapt pace and depth and maybe method. Maybe method also. There's, by the way, a lot of Italians also in this video. She's also Italian. Okay. I will only need your legs. Okay? Can we cover, please? And you lie on your backside. Okay? Yeah. Oh, is this good? Is this good? Okay. Okay. I'm not sure whether, I hope you can see, or at least I will try to explain what I'm about to do. Sorry. I will not use oil because I'm only demonstrating. I'm wearing my wedding ring, by the way. Sorry, my mistake. Okay? Please forgive me. All right? But because no rings, hygiene. Take it off. But I'm not going to give a massage, but I am going to explain the way we should think. All right? We talked about that massage has come to being massage, the pressure, and stretching and rotating. All right? So I will just use a few moments to show these things, really. And I just choose the leg. Maybe I choose something else also. And I will maybe say a little anatomy words. I hope you will understand. We will see. Anyway, let's begin with the ankle joint. It's a good thing to mobilize it, find out whether it has a tension. But the joint is not muscles, it is ligaments, it is connecting tissue, and it needs a different kind of approach. So very often I will rotate and I will pull. I will stretch the ligament, all right? And I can do this in many ways. Now it's just a traction. And then I can do what we call parallel swift, like this. I do this. It's very difficult, but it's very powerful, all right? And now we come to maybe to some muscles. We can take tibialis anterior. Yeah, I hope you can see it. Tibialis anterior. This muscle is doing this movement. All right? You can already see when I do it, boop, you can see the muscle comes out. Yeah? Also, extensor hallucis longus. The big toe is making extension. And the 4 others also do it. So, the new way is to stretch one way and give massage maybe across. It looks like this. I just make what we call plantar flexion. Yeah? And now I can either use my underarm giving massage, Maybe you in school have learned just relax foot and then we do something. But try to stretch the muscles and work. Maybe work across, you see, stretch and make actually another stretch in the opposite direction really. Yeah? I can do it with one muscle, only the extensor muscle of the toe. I can do it. I can use or take the other toes. I stretch and I work. One way or the other. Whether you use your palm, your underarm, you can even use your thumb. Many ways. I want you to think stretch, massage. Stretch, massage. We can take gastrocnemius, the calf muscle. Yeah, I can maybe sit on the foot. I can stretch across, but it's still massage. Maybe you can imagine. You can use it with oil too. And the other way, I can also make a pressure between the muscle and the bone. I make what I call a butterfly thing. I make a pressure, and I can push away. So I push the muscle away from TBF. I pressure, push away. I pressure, push away. So stretching, pressure. And remember this. Very nice, and it's very beneficial. Of course, you can do many things else. You can give normal massage, you can vibrate, etc. Yeah, many ways. I can also, of course, stretch the calf, gastrocnemius, but if I want to isolate, for example, soleus, that is beneath, I have to bend the knee when doing so. You know, many of you. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. I'm sure maybe I should. I use this leg so you still can see it. All right. Let's move up. Okay. Let's move to the inner thigh. All right. Again, you can bend the knee, make what we call abduction. Yeah. She's also rotated. We can now give massage on a stretch muscle, not a relaxed, but a stretch. Yeah? We can work with our underarms, our palms, up to you guys. Up to you guys, easy. Yeah? If I want, gracilis is also one of the muscles, but it goes up to the knee. I will have to come out here, stretch the knee, lower myself in order to work. Does it make sense? Yeah? I can work along the fibers, but I can also work across while stretching. So I stretch in the length and across. Are you okay? Okay. So you understand the idea, I'm sure. Maybe you should come over here. Because if I want to take the quadriceps, the thigh, then I could take out the leg. I could make her stretch even more. I hope you can see it. I can stretch her. And I can still work with quadriceps. While it's stretch, I can work along the fibers, and I can I can give massage across. Yeah? And it's very deep, it's very nice, it's very beneficial. Okay. Let's take the outer leg. Yeah? I can, of course, do a little bit like this, working like this. Yeah? It's still stretching. Yeah? Okay. I can also, but again, draping. Remember to drape them well. Now she's not having any problems here. I can come over here. She's stretching. I can give massage. Whatever you do it. You do use a palm, your fingers, your lower arm, up to you guys. And then, I hope this can do. Then I can make a stretch and a joint rotation of the hip. I hope you can benefit it. Can you see it? Yeah. So that was the rotation / stretching also. Let's go to the hamstrings. We're gonna, of course, make some kind of stretch of the upper hamstrings here, like this. We can also do a little lower, like this. I can even give massage at the same time. I can rotate the hip. And I can make her stretch like this. She's very flexible. I wouldn't do that. But she's very flexible. Anyway, so I can work here. She's stretching the hamstrings. She's stretching the inner muscles. I can work on inner muscles here, on adductors. Or I can even work with the hamstrings if I want to. All right. So, are you okay? All right. You're not going to get the other leg, I'm sorry. So, the real point is here. We do a massage, whatever technique you use, adapt to the client, incorporate stretching with joint rotations, and of course, bring in some good vibes, good energies. Try to connect. This is a teamwork. This is a teamwork. What I'm missing here, what I am not saying is that she and I, we have to connect because I need to, in order to stretch good, she will need to breathe out. And I will go make the stretch when she's breathing out. And in between inhale and exhale, I will, this is the best point. And then when she needs to inhale, I need to let go. And then we work like this. Pretty important, otherwise we will not succeed. Okay, I only have 2 minutes, so I will round up. Are there any questions about these things I'm saying? Or was I lost in translation? No? Okay. Okay, then I will, I hope, first of all, that you can use what I have shown you guys. It's about a mindset, an approach to massages to your clients. And I hope to see you maybe at the World Championship in massage one day. Here is sitting actually people who has been there several times, which is nice. You can talk with them, whether they, how they experienced it, because the World Championship in massage is not only for the very, very best. It is a place where we educate each other. It's a place for everybody, okay? We don't have a beginner's category, but everybody is good enough to participate. So anyway, I think I have to round up, Manuela.
Jeppe.
Grazie.
Bravo.
Grazie, Jeppe.
Yes.
It's coming. Vi faccio una verticalizzazione nel vederlo lavorare, se tu intanto poi vi porto l'attenzione sulla postura e sull'uso delle leve corporee che ha fatto, perché è qualcosa che nella nostra professionalità siamo poco abituati a fare. Quella famosa ergonomia, prendetevene cura, perché lavorare con il corpo dell'altro è facilitante quando voi lo usate il vostro corpo come leva per l'altro corpo. Quindi imparate dai grandi, lasciatevi ispirare, perché oltre che la buona tecnica vi portano benessere interiore per voi e benessere per il vostro corpo, perché per massaggiare così bisogna stare bene col proprio corpo in relazione col corpo dell'altro. vi ha fatto vedere l'immagine dei dermatomi, ieri abbiamo parlato per quello di neuroscienze, il futuro l'abbiamo visto in opera. Grazie.
Thank you. Grazie, grazie.
Ha fatto vedere già alcune leve che sono poi uno degli aspetti fondamentali anche di quello che si vede all'interno dei campionati in cui Jeppe organizza. È una tecnica di lavoro, adesso è stata molto semplificata ovviamente in funzione di partire dalle basi, perché appunto dalle basi sono fondamentali per costruire un percorso che sia evolutivo nel metodo di lavoro con il cliente. Adesso liberiamo anche Natasha, ti ringrazio tanto Nati per...
Aiuto io.
Introduciamo le ciabattine, ok. Introduciamo invece l'altro speaker internazionale della giornata di oggi. Parliamo di Slav Marinos e insieme a Danna, la sua compagna, faremo vedere appunto una tecnica che ha portato Slav a essere riconosciuto come tra i più grandi massaggiatori a livello mondiale. Un minutino che organizziamo il setup.
Stiamo viaggiando nel mondo, quindi è veramente una grandissima opportunità di capire, di conoscere, di lasciarsi ispirare.
Yeah.
E quello che vi vorrei sottolineare le ultime parole di Jeppe, che è stato: guardate che è molto più semplice imparare, è importante avere passi ben precisi da fare, ma alcune tecniche di massaggio sono veramente aperte a tutti se capite bene come usare il vostro corpo e come usare il corpo dell'altro. Il futuro del massaggio è immenso. Sapete che è un'economia, intanto ne approfitto, in grande sviluppo. È un'economia in grande sviluppo, quindi c'è tantissima domanda. Le persone ne chiedono sempre di più, sono sempre di più attratte da questo mondo. Ieri abbiamo visto che porta serenità, porta felicità, e quindi abbiamo capito che è qualcosa di molto importante. Ok? C'è questa relazione col sistema nervoso perché il mondo diventa un mondo sensoriale. Abbiamo la necessità di ricontattare noi stessi, e l'abbiamo visto prima con Esther, per poter poi contattare il mondo dell'altro. Noi come professionisti ci troviamo a metà. Pensate che ruolo importante abbiamo. La possibilità della persona di contattare se stessa per essere poi ancor più disponibile verso l'altro, ancor più libera verso l'altro, ancor più libera anche nel proprio corpo, perché spesso noi lo viviamo un po' come una prigione, purtroppo. Io ho una convinzione, ed è la stessa che vedo espressa da questi fantastici professionisti che vedo susseguirsi su questo palco, è che noi siamo in un corpo progettato per essere una macchina perfetta e abbiamo bisogno di professionisti eccellenti per poterla usare in questo modo e poterla potenziare. È come quando arriva un cliente all'ultimo momento. Adesso ok, che cosa dico? Dico ancora cose per 3 minuti, per 4 minuti, per 1 minuto solo? Il set è quasi pronto? Allora, ditemi qualcosa voi. Dai, cosa vi ha ispirato? Anche ad alta voce, senza microfono. Cosa vi ha ispirato? A lavorare come? Che cosa vi ha portato? Una parola. Come? Donare benessere. che tra l'altro, ricordate l'esercizio di Esther, ve li collego un attimo, noi siamo, sapete che dico le cose anche un po' scomode, ormai mi conoscete, siamo tanto abituati a donare e questo può essere a volte pericoloso. Fate sempre attenzione, nel nostro lavoro è importantissima tutta la parte mentale di cui ha parlato anche Jeppe, perché ha detto all'inizio impostazione, sorriso, non finto, perché deve arrivare anche la tua ergonomia. Perché per donare ricordatevi che le prime persone a cui dovete donare benessere siete voi stessi, anche nella relazione col vostro cliente. It's okay? Oh, good. Anna, ti presenti tu? Ah, stanno aspettando il microfono?
Hello. Yes, we can hear. You can hear us. Ciao Bologna. Oh, that's loud.
Sei acceso?
Can you hear me? Ok.
Ok.
Sì, appunto volevo ringraziare Anna Zankova, compagna e collega comunque anche di Slav e Slav Marinos
Farei un
della
applauso
Slav Marinos Academy.
d'ingresso.
Grazie mille.
Prego.
Grazie mille.
Anna give a little bit introduction of the work of Slav, and Slav give a presentation for all of you.
Anna introduce e Slav presenta. Faccio tutto io.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So we're so happy to be at the stage of Cosmo Proof. Grazie mille, Ivan Conversano, for having us and for organizing the World Massage meeting. It's really important that as therapists, we come, we meet, we exchange, and we learn from each other. And today's topic is wonderful. You know, it's my favorite combination, being at Cosmo Proof with everything beauty and also best location, come on, Italy, Bologna, and talking. Those are my favorite things. So today we thought, what can we talk about when it comes to energy? It's such a huge topic. It's really possibility to look from different angles and maybe talk about energy exchange between therapists and between the client on a spiritual level. Thank you. Okay. Better now. So energy exchange between the client and between the therapist. We could talk about chi energy in the body during therapy. We could talk about energy when you spend that calories in the fitness gym and how that energizes your whole body. We could also speak about energy devices in cosmetology and how we can create and stimulate fibroblast cells, for example, to produce more collagen. Without being too technical, I could also talk about light therapy in our industry and how we can increase the ATP. How do we work with mitochondria to increase ATP in the cells in order to create really more longevity in our cells? So it's a huge, huge topic. However, Slav and I decided to take it from completely different angle to surprise you. And we thought, well, being therapists ourselves, what is most important? How important is the therapist wellness and the energy efficiency when you work in the treatment room? So this is what we are going to cover today, how we can achieve that. But before we start with the talk, let me understand my audience. So who of you are therapists? Who are massage therapists? Oh, wow, quite a few of you. Excellent, brilliant. Any spa owners or managers as well? Fantastic, fantastic. And any teachers, any academies and schools? So brilliant, we have mixture and we believe everyone is going to benefit from the talk and the demonstration. And who are we? Who are we? I'm Anna Zankova and I'm cosmetologist based in London. I do a lot of training and a lot of consultancy in the beauty industry. But I can talk about myself a lot. But the guy here on the stage, he is quite special. Slav Marinov.
Hi, I'm very happy to be on this stage here today. Thank you, Ivan Poversano, for having us. I hope you enjoy my short demonstration today. I will be focusing not so much on specific techniques, but more on the ways that we can be more energy efficient and also keep our bodies as therapists free of injuries. Thank you.
Great. Let's fix the tech. The tech is also important.
Hello?
Yes, we
Much
can
better
hear.
now.
Yes, much better. So Slav, he's too humble to share with you his multi-award-winning success in the massage industry. And I'm just going to cover a few of his achievements, as the list is really long. So Slav has performed at many competitions, and he's extremely successful in that. He is UK champion. At the back? Okay, thank you. He is the UK champion in sports massage, and he managed to get the Excellence Awards from the judges, which means from all winners, he was selected as the absolute champion in UK. And then he went into the international massage competition, Intercontinental in Athens, which was the first of a kind. And he managed to get gold medal there as well in sports massage. And he didn't stop there. So he went to the European Massage Championship in Nice, in beautiful castle. And he got golds in freestyle and sports massage and became the European massage champion. So he's the current absolute champion of Europe. And of course, all this led to Copenhagen, where he won the gold in sports massage. So he's the current world champion in sports massage. So yes, I'll stop here. There's more. He has more than 10 medals, but I want to focus on what we want to show you today. So together we created Slavma. It's a massage academy, massage art academy, and our goal is to share our experience. We have 45 years combined experience. It's almost gives away our age, Slav, so it's really long experience, I would say. And we've been in the treatment room, and we really work hours after hours. We do teaching now as we want our students to achieve the same level of excellence and to become absolutely amazing therapists, providing advanced treatments and result-driven treatments for their clients. The most important, I think, always would be the result that the client gets from the treatment. So, however, what we're noticing is we're losing talent in the industry. A lot of people are leaving the wellness industry because they're not well themselves. They get repetitive strain injuries, they have aches and pains, or sometimes burnout, and mentally also not strong enough to exchange energy with clients. So we thought, what can we do about it? And we decided to create a special online course for therapist wellness, and to cover a lot of aspects, not only put your back straight and use your body to put pressure, but give you real overview, very small little details that can change the way you work in the treatment room. So, for example, Slav is going to talk about how to prevent repetitive strain injury, what that is, and show us a few techniques, Slav.
Repetitive strain injuries are caused by repetitive movements that we do when performing massage therapy. And as previously Jeppe mentioned in his presentation, Unfortunately, a great part of what we do when we perform massage is of isometric nature, which means number of specific muscles and joints are fixed and locked in the same position for a long time, which is very energy inefficient. It takes a lot of energy to keep them in this position. Over the time, it causes damage to our body and can be a cause of injuries. Very often, it's not the actual technique that we are performing that needs most of the energy. It's how we position our body and also how we keep the body in this position. I'll give you a simple example that comes to my mind now. As you probably know, those of you who are therapists, palpation is a very, very light technique that we use to diagnose the tissue that we are working on. It doesn't take, you don't need to use a lot of energy of doing this. It's a very light technique. You use usually your fingers and your thumbs just to lightly feel the tissue under and diagnose it and decide what this area needs in order to improve it or to help with healing or recovering from some injury. But it's not the technique itself that takes most of the energy that we spend. It's actually the position of my body. So in order to do this, to palpate the trapezius muscle, for example, I need to position my body close to the receiver's body, but at the same time be facing the direction of the client's body, which is in a way very awkward position. If you do this as one-off thing, that will be probably okay. It won't do any harm on your body. But if you do it day after day, years after years, then eventually you will be facing some sort of hip disbalance or some other changes in your body. So what you can do is a really simple solution. Instead of keep working in this position, it's really easy to just change your position by putting your leg across the table. What does this give you? First of all, you're much closer to the receiver's body. And then you're also facing the direction of the client's body. And even more important, when you're in this position, most of the stress and the strain is on your lower back because of how you stand here. And the muscles involved are not very strong and big muscles. It's the QL muscle, the erector spine muscles. By doing this, you automatically shift all the stress and tension on your leg, on your glutes, on your quadriceps, which are actually one of the biggest, if not the biggest muscles and the strongest one in your body. So your lower back, you just don't feel it anymore. It's all on your leg, on your glutes, and it's very comfortable to work on this area. And not only that, I'll talk about this a little bit later, but you also have your arm in contact with your leg, which gives you additional stability. And when you perform some Eastern techniques like deep tissue massage or sports massage, it's very important to feel solid and stable on your feet, and that gives you a much better control on your strokes, which in these techniques are very deep and slow, and you really need very, very good control on your movements. Just an example how we can avoid injuries on the lower back area and also be much more energy efficient.
And we can see that you have special shoes, love. Is there a reason for that? Why do you
Absolutely.
need that?
There is this saying that I love, and it's, you cannot fire a cannon from a canoe. What
So,
does this
yeah.
mean? Everything starts from your feet. You need very good traction between your feet and the ground if you want to be able to efficiently channel and transfer the energy from your body and the power from your body into the area or the muscle that you are working on. Imagine what would happen if you try to perform a massage on an ice rink.
Yes.
When you try to apply pressure or apply a stroke, instead of your hands, your feet will slide. So the contact of your feet with the ground is very important. Maybe not for all types of massage, but for some of them, the ones that I mentioned, it's very important.
Thank you. And I also see that you're using very nicely the table, the massage table.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
It's just
Can
a
you
muscle
explain?
memory for me, really. I don't even think about it. I just do it.
But why?
But it's
Can
very
you-
important. As I mentioned previously, a great part of what we do is of isometric nature, which is, it takes a lot of energy. To apply a single stroke, if I do it just this way, what I have to do, I have to take control of all the joints in my body, starting from the ankles, the knees, the hip, my shoulders, my elbows, even my wrists. Every single joint, I have to control the level to which it moves. Some of them I need to fix and not move in order to be able to apply the stroke. So from the working environment, it's my body, it's my client's body, the receiver's body, and it's the massage table. From those two elements, the table is the most stable and solid one. So it only makes sense if I'm in contact with the table, then it adds additional stability to my body, and from there to my strokes, my movements. It's the reason why.
Yes, very little details that can make huge difference of everyday work in the treatment room. And you have your fair share of working really hard in the treatment room. He used to do crazy hours, working probably for more than 20 years in one of the best sports clubs in London. And he would do 8, 9 massages a day. So sometimes 10 hours, 12 hours. And everyone is asking, how do you do it? How do you achieve that? How do you provide the same quality service and pressure to the first client after your morning coffee and to your last client at 9 o'clock in the evening? How is that even possible? So he mastered his way, and that's why now he can teach you guys how to do that in order to provide all your clients with consecutive massage treatments and consistency between the first and the last treatment. So they're all happy with your service. And how do you manage to save your joints? You mentioned about that.
So talking about the joints, I made this point already. The fewer joints are involved in your effort, the better control you have, but most importantly, the less energy you need to fix the rest of the joints. I think it's a very good example. If I try to work on the trapezius muscle here, I don't know if you can see it. Yes,
Yes, maybe you can come on this side, which would show a little bit more.
It's
Yeah.
the same. I think it's better
yes.
here. So first of all, I would naturally stretch the muscle a little bit first by pulling this arm down, get in touch with the table by leaning my hand on the table. And from here, I would first palpate the tissue a little bit and then apply some strokes with my fist. Now, most of my colleagues will probably just do it this way, but by doing it this way, you have to fix your elbow, you have to fix the joint of your shoulder, and that takes energy. The way I discovered is much more energy efficient is if I just rest my elbow on my hip and keep my wrist stable, then practically there are no joints involved at all. And not only that, but also in this position, if I have a client who is really much bigger than me and needs a lot of pressure, I'll be able to deliver that without getting tired or without injuring myself. Because I can just use my body and literally just by moving my hip, I'm able to control very precisely the amount of pressure I apply. I can use my forearm as well and extend the stroke down on the back and then turn around and continue with the rest of the shoulder. As Jeppe mentioned earlier, it's very important to change not only your approach to your clients every time, but also during the actual session. Our body is very smart. It will always try to adjust to whatever you throw at your body. It will try to adjust and get as efficient as possible. In this case, in massage therapy, you have to try on a micro level to change your strokes the way you treat the tissue all the time. Not just do one type of strokes alongside the muscle fibers, but also working across or doing some tapping as well. The change always surprises the tissue and it reacts much better. But that's on another note. It's not so much related to the topic we're discussing today.
I know you can show very innovative ways of manipulating the body, and Slav created a lot of signature techniques and movements that obviously he showcased at the competitions and was recognized for that sort of innovation. However, we believe innovation is fantastic, but the main core purpose of the treatment is to get your client feel well, to help them with their wellness, to help them with the way, sorry, give me 1 second. It seems that the mic keeps moving for me. So the main reason of the client coming to you is because they want to get well. They want to achieve either relaxation, or they have some injury that they want to work on, or post-sports activity. For any reason, the innovation of the techniques should be, one, to deliver the best possible treatment for the client and the result, and second, for the therapist, so the therapist can work those years in the treatment room, providing those quality treatments without burning out and without really feeling, oh my God, my body is really taking a toll from my work. And wellness is renewable energy, right? It's the most renewable energy that we have to use to light up the world. However, we created this material, this course, in order to help our colleagues to be able to do what they love. They really need to be able to deliver those wonderful, wonderful treatments, not only today, tomorrow, every day in the treatment room. And if you're interested and if you want to be the first to know what programs and projects we're working on, you can actually follow us at slavma.com. It stands for Slav Massage Art. And we just soft launched our website, so please feel free to visit. You can also use our Instagram handle, slavma.london, in order to see different methods that Slav is showing there, and also a lot of interesting projects that we work on. So Slav, in order to wrap up, any other suggestions for your colleague therapist for today?
Just a very, very favorite method and principle that I use, for example, to increase the pressure without increasing the energy that I'm using for this. It's basically very simple physical law that most of you, I can imagine, already know. If you do a simple effleurage with both of your hands and use specific amount of pressure and just apply the pressure, you have a certain amount of output on the body of the client. The simplest way of increasing the pressure on the back without increasing the energy you use is just to focus this energy on a much smaller area. How? You just take one hand off and apply the same pressure only with one hand. That would automatically, the feeling for the receiver will be that I'm using probably, if not double the pressure, quite close to this. And if you continue in this way of thinking, if you focus the same energy only on your thumb, it will be even greater and you can be even more specific. But you would even, with your thumb, you have to ease a little bit the pressure because it will be too much. The area is too small. That's, as I said, it's a common sense, but some not so experienced colleagues, they probably don't think about it this way. I think they can greatly benefit from tips like I just did.
Yes, I think everyone can benefit from your suggestions, Slav, and work safely in the treatment room, and as I said, continue to do what they love the most. In wellness industry, we love empathy, we love giving, but at the same time, we have to look after ourselves. So walk the talk is my message for everyone. Really make sure that you're well enough in order to be able to gift wellness to your clients. And for that reason, we decided to really somehow create a special combination, special educational tool for therapists that doesn't exist at the minute, as how to really achieve well body for yourself before you are able to make your clients feel better and to help them. And those methods can include things that you never even considered, like who stretches before they start work? Do you have any of you massage therapists that do special exercises or stretches or hand exercises before you start work? Yes? One, I love that you do it. And see how unusual that is. It's just one person in the audience that is aware of that. And then from there, we take it into prepare mentally. Who does emotional freedom technique during your work? When you have sometimes clients like this energy vampire, you know, we all had those. I'm sure you all had. So do you know how to cope with that? What do you do? Some days you feel really down. What do you do in order to go there, smile, and really give that wonderful energy to your client? So there are many, many techniques from technical point of view, from spiritual point of view, and practical point of view. We are planning to put everything together and have this tool for everyone who wants to follow our steps. So it's a pleasure. I'll leave Slav to do a few more movements. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, please, now is the time to ask. Maybe we can have the mic if somebody wants to ask a question. Thank you. And yes, you can record all those videos and put them in practice straight away from tomorrow. You can literally try some of those techniques immediately, as by doing the same thing over and over, year after year, of course, you kind of get stuck in the treatment room. You're on your own, and you have to continue learning any aspect of your work, not only about your body, but about the client's body, the techniques. And for that reason, we would love to see you at events such as the competitions, as they're a wonderful, wonderful place to get together and to exchange views and to learn. So we're looking forward to see you. We are traveling crazy, crazy at the minute, and we'll be in Athens, we'll be in Romania for the European Massage Championship. Slav is judging also to quite a few of those now. And of course, in Copenhagen with Jeppe, we have already bought our tickets and hotels. So if you're planning to come, do it now. Thank you so much, Slav, and thank you to our wonderful model. It was pleasure to talk today. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Slav and Anna, for the presentation.
Thank you.
Io faccio ancora un affondo, mi permetto, e grazie, perché vi ricordo ancora, come ho fatto con Jeppe, la fantastica dimostrazione che ci ha fatto del prendere l'energia dal terreno, dalla posizione, di come metterti, come posizionarti per usare l'energia del corpo. Ricordate che è una relazione e che questo è veramente, veramente tanto importante. Ivan, dove sei? Ivan? Terra chiama Ivan.
Bisogna avere cura dei teli per coprirla. Bisogna sempre, da massaggiatore ogni tanto ho bisogno di avere cura del ricevente sempre. Va bene, ciao Bettina.
Assolutamente sì, grazie anche alle nostre modelle, perché comunque è tanta roba anche per avere le modelle disponibili che... Thank you so much.
Everything here, no worries,
Chiamerei tutti i nostri relatori sul palco, che facciamo un ringraziamento. Vi è piaciuto? Sì, tanta roba,
Jeppe,
tra ieri.
Jeppe and Esther, please come here.
Facciamo una bella foto, un bel saluto di gruppo e poi noi ci faremo anche una bella fotografia di gruppo. Okay. Grazie ai nostri relatori. Esther, grazie per stamattina che ci hai riempito il cuore con i tuoi esercizi.
Anna, please. Here, and Slav.
And Slav, thank you so much. Venite verso il centro così ci siamo. Grazie, 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 una fantastica esperienza. Ivan,
Noi ci vediamo domani, ringrazio tutti i nostri speaker e ci vediamo domani perché parleremo di giovani e lavoro.
No, quello lunedì.
Grazie per aver partecipato.
Domani parliamo di filosofia, Ivan.
Domani filosofia, scusate.
Voleva andare a casa, Ivan.
Volevo già andare a lunedì. Domani partiremo
con di giovani,
la filosofia del massaggio, quindi ci sarà ospite il professore e autore Umberto Galimberti, che è uno dei più grandi docenti e autori appunto per quanto riguarda la filosofia. Seguirà Manuela Ravasio, appunto, che porterà un po' in pratica.
E seguirà Ivan Conversano,
e noi
ragazzi
tutto il team di EMA, esatto, tutto il team di EMA.
Grazie
Thank you so
ancora,
much, guys.
grazie, è stata una grandissima esperienza, grazie, grazie. A domani. Ciao, 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 ciao. Restate che nel pomeriggio c'è ancora tanto da vedere e tanto da fare. Ciao.
Ah, yeah. Check it out, this is it. Bet you won't, bet you won't, bet you will.